Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Stace and this is my little reading corner. Today I'm going to just talk about and show you the books that I have picked that I want to read in January, because this year I'm going to try and be more organised and pick at least 3 or 4 a month. Obviously depending, the summer holidays could be more. But yes, I want to be more organised, and I definitely want to put classics back in there because I do enjoy reading classics, and I didn't read any at all last year. So I've got a couple, 3 in my pile today for January. So grab yourself a little cup of tea. I've probably worked out why I haven't been sick this winter yet, touch wood, with all the Echinacea tea I've been drinking. I brought a new one this morning with cranberry, and it's quite nice, so yeah, I shall keep drinking that. The first book I'm going to read in January is The Hound of the Baskervilles by Arthur Conan Doyle. Now this has been on my, haven't started yet, but my bookmark's there at the ready, because I only finished my last read last night and then we went out this morning. Obviously everybody knows and always heard of Sherlock Holmes, but this one is The Hound of the Baskervilles. When Sir Charles Baskerville is found dead in his grounds of his country house, his face contorted with fear, Holmes is drawn into a mysterious case involving an ancient family curse, savage brutality and a hellish bestial hound that roams the foggy moors. But is it really something unearthly that walks there? So it's a bit of a mystery, and we all know that Sherlock Holmes is the detective to solve this, so I'm quite excited to read this. I did buy this a long while ago and it's been sat on my shelf for a long time, so I'm happy to get round to that. The next one, I think I've read it before, I'm pretty sure, but I want to read it again anyway because it's a short classic to slowly to get me back into it, and that's The Diary of a Nobody by George and Weedon Crossmith. This is set out in diary format, so each chapter, you know, he's got the dates there. The Diary of a Nobody is an unassuming a work that is even an author. George Crossmith seems unaware that he has produced a masterpiece. For more than a century, this wonderfully comic portrayal of suburban life and values has remained in print, a source of delight to generations of readers and a major literary influence, much imitated but never equalled. So it's basically someone's kept a diary. So I quite like reading diaries. Obviously I've read Anne Frank's diary and Adrian Mole, so yeah, that's my second one on the list to get me going. Next one is a historical fiction which I first saw in Birmingham Waterstones the end of 2023, and I bought it myself just before Christmas, and that is Bournville by Jonathan Coe. This is historical fiction and it is set in Bournville, the suburbs of Birmingham. It sits a famous, where obviously Cadbury's World is, a famous chocolate factory for 11-year-old Mary and her family in 1945. It's the centre of the world. Mary will go on to live through the coronation, the World Cup final, royal weddings and royal funerals, Brexit and COVID. She'll have children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. As 75 years of social change ensue, from James Bond to Princess Diana, and from the wartime nostalgia to the World Wide Web, one pressing question emerges: will these changing times bring Mary's family and their country close together, or leave them more adrift and divided than ever before? So it sounds like it's just following the character Mary through all the stages of history up to the present day, so I'm quite enjoying that. I can't wait to get started on that one. And the final book I've chosen for January has been another one that's been sat on my shelf for a very long time. I've always wanted to read one of their books. I've heard good things about their books, and it's Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. I'm very intrigued. This is annoying. Does anyone else get annoyed by stickers that they stick on, or ones that they don't in fact come off? They look like stickers but they don't come off. It's just really annoying. Sometimes I'm lucky to get them off, sometimes I'm not. Lockwood, the new tenant of Thrushcross Grange on oblique Yorkshire moors, is forced to seek shelter one night at Wuthering Heights, the home of his landlord. There he discovers the history of the can't say that word today. Events that took place years before, of the intense passion between the founding Heathcliff and Catherine Earnshaw, and her betrayal of him. As Heathcliff's bitterness and vengeful vengeance is now visited upon the next generation, that innocent heirs must struggle to escape the legacy of the past. I've heard great things about this, people who love it. It's the most favourite book of all time. It's been, again, sitting on my shelf for a long time, so yeah, this is one that I am going to read in January. So yeah, they're the 4 books that I picked for January. 3 very short ones, historical fiction and 3 classics. And I really can't wait to start them. I will be starting this one this afternoon after I've filmed another video or 2. So yeah, I'm on a roll while I'm off. Probably will change in a couple of weeks when I'm back at school. But yeah, that is my TBR for January. I hope you've had a lovely new year, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye!